Okay, so we're working on a boat project this morning. Our aft head has clogged again. So AJ is literally in the cabinet draining the...
Yeah, I'm taking apart the Y valve, so
Yeah.
I think there's calcium deposits that have broken loose and clogged the Y valve, so it's clogging the discharge. This aft head we only use for peeing, which is, you know, one bonus. We don't have to deal with crap, but it's still very unpleasant.
It is very unpleasant.
And there's actually more coming out of this than I expected, so can you give me another bucket in case this one fills up?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm coming out here to get another bucket. So yeah, it's pretty awful. We flush with seawater, and seawater mixed with urine creates a tremendous amount of calcium that builds up in the hoses. And there's a lot of products that help break that down. Is also vinegar.
Actually, this may be seawater because the...
Oh, that makes sense.
This is below the water line, and I didn't close the seacock.
That's exactly what it is.
Shut that off and see if it stops.
So there's a lot of chemicals as well as vinegar that help keep that, so bad, broken down so that it doesn't clog. But I think there may have been some buildup already when we started using the vinegar and stuff consistently. And then yesterday I poured, or a couple days ago, I poured a little bit. I did more than just the spray bottle. And the bucket right here. And so what happens is when you...
halfway for me.
So the chemical stuff starts to break down the calcium that's built up on the interior of the hose, and it'll break loose and clog the valve or clog the intake or outtake or whatever. So that's what's going on. Ugh, God, so bad.
Slowing down.
Ugh, yeah, boat life, so much glamour.
Yeah, now I don't know how to empty. So the bucket Beth just handed me is too big to fit through this hole.
Yeah.
So there's another bucket full of piss in this hole that I got to get out somehow.
Which is going to be the same problem with that one, because neither one are going to fit through. It's the width of the bucket.
Yeah, so
you have to turn it sideways.
Yeah, I can turn it. I don't know.
Which isn't going to work. So we'll deal with that problem in a minute. Is there a lot more coming out?
It's slowing down now.
It does make sense that it's seawater. Mm.
Yeah, but there's a loop that goes from the toilet. It pumps it up. Oh, slide that that door open. So it pumps it up to there. That's to keep it from siphoning. So it pumps it up over through that and back down, either to the tank or overboard. And so it goes to that valve that either pumps it overboard or to the tank.
Okay. So the clog could be anywhere in there.
I think it's in the valve, so that's why I'm taking apart the valve and let's see what it looks like. And well, yeah, the discharge for overboard is under the water line, and I didn't close the seacock, so that's probably what most of it is. But actually, this is still yellow water, so chances are it's some pee in there too.
Yeah, it's still a combination.
Yeah. Yeah, nasty. A little cup.
Okay, so we got this bucket out, so you need a cup.
Yeah.
Like one of those old plastic cups that we got from the other restaurants. That'll work.
That'll work, yeah, because we can throw those away.
Okay. Get a cup out of here that we can dispose of. Let's do this bigger one. We'll do here.
Okay. So let's scoop the pee out of this bucket and pour it into this bucket.
Oh my God.
And then I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but get rid of it.
Dump it overboard.
This is bad.
It is a combination, though. It isn't just pee. It is seawater, fresh water, vinegar. Oh, God, it stinks.
A lot of pee because it smells really bad.
Well, but
seawater and pee
seawater smells awful. And as soon as urine mixes with seawater, it smells horrendous, actually. I just wish we could figure out how to get the hoses clean out to start with. So
I don't think it's possible. It's been 20 years of never being cleaned.
Well, I don't know. You don't know that. He was pretty facetious.
From what I saw last time I pulled this apart, the calcium buildup is very thick.
You got enough out to turn that bucket sideways to get it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your bucket of pee.
Alright. Yeah, this is just gross. The sailor coming by, so I'm going to wait to dump this until he goes by.
Turn the water on so I can rinse my hand a little bit. I feel gross. Let me do the other one. Okay.
Feel cleaner?
Better than I was. Alright, let me get this rag. That's exactly what it is. It is almost completely clogged with calcium. Alright, so see all that white stuff? Where's the camera? That is calcium. So that's what happens with pee and salt water for years and years.
Turns into cement.
And that one coming from the head looks completely blocked. That is insane. So, I don't know how to do, I don't know, I guess I'll put a snake in there or something and see how much. I need something to scoop this stuff out with.
Okay.
Like a spoon.
Okay. Whew, okay, so we found a little like cheese spreader spoon thing that we're gonna sacrifice. We can add it to our toilet tools bag for future use. But AJ's gonna try to use it to kind of scrape that calcium out of where he was just showing you.
I hope it's just a giant glob that got stuck.
It is not.
Come here and stick the camera. You can.
He does hope that, but I don't think that is.
Yeah, that works.
Wow.
So this one right here is coming from the toilet. This one here is going over. It's
both sides.
It's complete.
Yeah, it's gonna be both.
That is insane.
Which means if it's there, it's here, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Not just at the mouth.
I don't see how this ever flushed. This is a 1.5 inch pipe. It's almost completely blocked. So going to the tank is not going. That is nuts. Oh, getting piss all over me. I need a new boat. Toilet's clogged. Time to trade it in.
Okay, we just pumped some fresh water through.
Put fresh water in there and I'm pumping it. Let me stick the camera. Oh!
Almost got you.
Alright, it is coming out of the toilet, that's good. But the clog, I bet, is
On the other side.
on the other side. At least I can put this valve back together and plunge it from the outside.
So,
I still need to snake it or something.
Yeah, I think you still need to get down in that a little bit. And I wonder, should we try and put, you know, a little bit of the hose cleaner down that side and then snake it around? And
I just can't believe how much. It's literally.
yeah.
Alright, so I've got my wire puller that I'm going to use for a snake to stick down here. Probably not going to last too much longer. It's not stainless and it's rusty. I try to rinse it every time I use it.
I need to buy a new one of those.
They're expensive if you get the stainless ones, but
Yeah, but look how much you've used it already.
yeah. This is going to be the last time though. I don't think I'm ever going to have to use it again.
Yeah, because you're not going to pee anymore?
I don't want to do this.
I almost need like a wire brush thing.
No, I need, really what I need to do is disconnect this hose from the valve.
Yeah. So why don't you do that?
Because I want to see if the easy way will work first.
The easy way never works. It's a boat. You're talking about removing it from the valve so you'll be able to pull
So I can
that
get it right
forward.
here so I can...
And it's the one that's running up the inside of the cabinet, right?
No. Well,
It's not this one right here?
no, that goes down to the holding tank.
Oh, okay.
So this one goes to the holding tank
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
This one goes from the valve basically to overboard. So right
Okay.
there. And then the one at the top up here, that comes from the toilet. So everything from the toilet either goes overboard here or to the tank over
Okay.
here. So, and we typically, since we only pee in this one, we always have this one set to just go overboard.
Okay. And does this all drain into the bilge?
I'm gonna, yeah.
So we can rinse all that
We're gonna
out?
rinse all this out down here, and because it's gonna smell awful. Hopefully it'll go to the bilge and out of the boat, and it'll
Well,
never
we can
smell.
use the toilet cleaner, not the,
Yeah.
just the cleaner.
But I'm gonna
Clean it
take
out.
this off so I can get a better angle at it and try to snake it out because it's a short hose. So
We're gonna have to make water. 'Cause we're using a lot of water. Yep. All right, back at it. We got some tools. AJ's gonna get in here and try and take this hose off. I'm gonna try to video the best I can, but
yeah, so
we need one of those harnesses where it can mount it right there.
under my chest so you don't have to be in here with Pete.
No, just because I can't see what I'm doing.
Oh, it's the wrong size. It's the smaller one.
Right. We need a smaller one.
Yeah, give me, I think it's 3/16 or 1/4 inch.
Okay.
I'll keep this, but it looks like that.
3/16 or 1/4 inch. Yeah. Okay. 3/16. That's not it. Where are those long ones?
Left side.
I see it.
All right. This is loose. A bit more. And then when I pull it off, there'll be a bunch more nastiness coming.
Oh, can't wait for more nastiness.
Oh. I forgot to put gloves on after I washed my hands. So I'm covered in pee again. What's this? It's just a...
Ooh, don't break it.
Yeah, we don't want to break. This will be a hose clamp I'm trying to take off now that's anchoring it to this wall. It's working loose. Alright, I got my hose hooks. Try to get them off.
So worried about how you get this back on. It takes that much to get it off.
Oh!
Is that it?
Got it.
Okay. Now what? The white bucket?
No. Doing this.
Ugh, oh my God.
See that?
That is completely clogged.
Like I said, I think a claw broke off, and we've been trying to, you know,
It's been just squeezing a little bit
it down.
through.
So, because it's been working, and then it wasn't. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely could stand to be replaced. Oh.
It's that hard.
Yeah, it's calcium. I'm hoping it's just right here.
I don't know why you would think it was just right there.
I would, because I don't know how this could possibly function.
Well, I think it's been very difficult to flush for
Yes, but
ever.
I don't, because we used to flush paper through this early on.
Well, like you said, maybe the vinegar and stuff is just really started to break everything down, and it's just mushy.
We wouldn't even be able to get a snake down this. Because it's hard.
Yeah, it looks like it's hard the way you're having to dig it out.
It's like packed sand.
Yeah, exactly what it's like. You don't feel like you're getting to a place where it ends.
Not yet. So there's probably just a small hole in here that's going through.
And where's that coming from again? From the toilet or from?
This one? Which one?
From the one you're
The one in my
cleaning out
hand?
right now is going overboard?
Yes.
Okay.
But the one going from the, basically from the toilet up and down
It's probably the same way.
is probably, well, I can see it in there. I mean, obviously it's been working, but I don't know how big the hole is.
I don't know why they don't make these like more accessible. Like, why doesn't this whole panel open instead of that teeny little door?
I mean, I heard people talking about that, this very thing that you take hoses off and they're, we got 1.5 inch hose here and there's only 1/8 of an inch or, hole. Everything else is calcified. The whole
But
thing.
you didn't believe
I
it.
never really believed it. When we first took delivery of the boat, we were flushing paper and stuff through this too, and it was working.
Yeah. I think the problem is there's lots of things to use, like the clean hoses that we have. We've been using it more of a treatment. I think it's stuff that it needs to be used like daily or weekly to flush through, because that's, I mean, it just doesn't take long at all. I mean, we've been living on the boat for a year.
I think we'll replace these hoses. Not the one going to the tank, but from the toilet going up and down through here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I can probably get it functioning again right now, but for how long we'll have
Yeah,
to
that's
stop
my
again.
concern, is it's, unless there's a chemical we can run through it, which we could run uric acid through it, and that'll eat it all up,
But my screwdriver's about this long,
and it's all the way down.
and there's no end in sight.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big chunk. Where'd that come from?
So this was on the valve.
Wow.
So it's basically that or thicker all the way around the pipes. Oh, this is nasty. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put it back together, see if it works. Because I don't want to tackle this project replacing the hoses today. But we can go buy the parts and get everything we need to actually do this project.
So, do you want to try and run some water through that hose and see if you can get it to go out?
Yeah, that's why I was going to put it back together.
Oh, okay. I was just going to try and run water through it.
No, I mean, pouring water in here is not going to do anything.
Okay.
Need to have some pressure, and I'm not going to stick my mouth on the end of the hose.
No. You want to put some chemical in there?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it back together. I think we've unblocked where I thought the blockage was originally, so it should go back to normal.
Okay.
But it's still, we need to replace the lines.
Okay.
But that'll buy us a couple of days until
we get it done.
we get the parts, which is just hose.
Do we have that?
This hose? No.
No. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I knew we had some like that. I didn't know if it was that big.
Yeah, we don't have this big.
Okay.
But because we're in an anchorage and
There's a budget marine.
No pump out, so I'd prefer to. We could always use the front head, but I'll just fill our tank up that much faster, and don't really want to dump holding inside an anchorage.
Yeah.
Not great.
Maybe we need to start going off the boat.
Huh?
We need to start going to the marina.
Well, if I can get this working, at least our pee goes overboard. Alright, let me put this back together.
Okay. Water flow.
Yeah, it seems to be functioning. So, temporary until I get all the parts and we'll...
Yeah, so we've just put it back together.
Yeah.
We're going to go get the new parts and work on... I know, you're pruny from pee.
I'm observing
you're
pee.
Pea prune.
That's not okay. Yeah.
You should have used gloves.
I should have used gloves. At least it didn't splash in my face or my mouth or anything.
Oh, God. Doesn't feel like it's... No, there it goes. Keep going.
Yeah,
it's leaking back in.
Back. No, when that goes up, that means the pressure.
Okay.
Shit.
Is that good or bad? Oh, that means it's still clogged.
It's stuck. Yeah. Clogged. I think. Well,
There's seawater coming in.
Yeah, coming in is not the problem. It's
But
pumping it out.
yeah, because that one pipe is clogged.
It seems to be pumping it out ish.
It's probably going to do the same thing. It's going to dislodge a big heavy piece that's going to clog it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuck.
It's stuck again.
Alright.
Alright, this project continues.
Yeah. Well,
I guess we need to go get...
We didn't buy ourselves any time. We gotta get parts.
No, we need to go get parts.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, it stinks.
Oh.
Ugh. Okay.
Right.
There's the chunky pea.
That's what calcified pea looks like.
Gross. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna go dump these out. Looks like it's about the same, 19. Little over, just barely over 19. Alright, we're taking measurements of the hoses now so we can go buy new hoses for this section of the head. Okay, we're back at it this morning. Ugh, it's awful. We bought the tubes, the pipe yesterday, so we're tried to get everything else emptied out. But
I was able to clean out the Y valve, so we could divert, instead of going overboard, divert to our holding tank. So I flushed a bunch of water down the toilet to the holding tank to kind of clear out the pee water, so I wouldn't get as much pee water on me. But what I think happened, so I pulled one of the hoses off, and then I was going to pull apart the Y valve again so I could really clean it out and make sure it functions properly. So in doing that, I think all the water that I flushed to the tank, which basically runs, so our tank is all the way forward in our
all the way the length of the boat.
Yeah, the length of the boat. So the hose was full of water, and when I pulled apart the Y valve, everything that I flushed
Just
basically came rushing backwards. So we didn't get that on video, but
we have 3 buckets right now full of
yeah. So I was trying,
really nasty, stinky.
I'm transferring nasty water from the bucket in here because I can't fit the bucket through this hole.
Yeah.
To empty it.
And unfortunately, the bucket overflowed into the bottom of the cabinet. So
I'm hoping that drains somewhere to the bilge to get off of the boat. Otherwise, we're gonna have stink for a while.
We think it goes to the bilge, but we haven't heard the bilge pump running. So that's concerning.
Alright, so here's the first section of hose I just replaced. I'm going to cut it just to see how blocked up it is all the way through the middle. Just curious.
Oh, wow. That is insane.
Yeah, so that little hole right there, that's all that was going through.
Wow. That's crazy.
So this is what, I guess 23 years of salt water and pee going through the sanitation hose look like.
Yeah, we don't know that it's original to the boat. It could have been replaced, but we don't know. I hope that it has not, and
that's insane.
Takes that long to build up. But
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so yeah, that's why we kept clogging.
Yeah.
I got lucky the first time to get it unclogged without having to do all this, but yeah, the second time I couldn't get it unclogged. And once I pulled apart that Y valve and saw how much was in there, this is blowing my mind right now how much that is. That's crazy.
That's a lot.
So
I wish we understood a little bit more about the chemistry of it and how quickly it does build up.
we can do some more research, but
yeah,
there's no way paper ever would have gone through this.
No.
So
wow.
I guess we decided once we decided to just pee through it, you know, that was going. So
all right, good times.
we're lucky it functioned as long as it did.
Yeah.
So that's the one that's going from the Y valve overboard. Now I got to do the one going from the toilet through the vented loop and to the Y valve.
Yeah, and then the bigger concern is that the one going from the toilet to the holding tank looks like that. Then that's a real problem.
I don't think it does because we've been flushing paper. We haven't used. I
haven't used it in a while.
Yeah, when we first took ownership.
Yeah, we haven't used it.
We had flushed paper, number 1s and 2s, from the aft head to the forward tank. And if it looked like that, there's no way that would ever have flushed. So it's definitely in better shape than this, but who knows?
Yeah.
We're still going to use this aft head just for number 1s only.
All right.
All right. Next hose. All right, here's our vented loop I just pulled off.
Ooh.
Not quite as bad as the pipe, but
still not good.
Yeah, that may be difficult to clean out. I don't know, I'll dig through it, but I can only get down to about here on both sides. And I don't know, maybe there's some kind of chemical. They don't have one in stock at Budget Marine.
Uric acid.
Yeah, we don't have any.
Yeah. I might can clean it out.
Or maybe a barnacle buster or something like that. That would probably clean it.
Yeah.
But
let me go try and rinse through it, shake it overboard, see if I can clean it out.
Maybe a little bang on it.
Alright, so we pulled the vent loop off. AJ's back here at the back of the boat trying to work through the calcium that's in there. One side's kind of soft, but the other side's really hard. Please don't jam that in your hand. Yeah, one side's soft, but the other side's really hard.
So it looks like sand, but it's really a crystallized pea. So,
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
yeah, they're out of these. They don't have these on stock at the store, so I'm trying to do this.
I'm trying to salvage this one because there's no more.
They may have barnacle buster in stock, which we'll go get some of that and let it sit. That should chew through a lot of it too.
Somebody may have, what's his face may have it on the boat.
Bob.
Or Felina.
Yeah, we could stand a house.
Oh, somebody's apple.
Yeah, we're at the end of the anchor, so everybody's garbage comes floating down our line.
What are we doing?
Soaking the vented loop in barnacle buster.
Okay.
It's breaks up calcium.
Yeah, it's all foamy.
Yeah, the foamy.
Yeah, it's foaming it all out.
4 to 1 mix. It should break all that calcium down. So
Yeah, clean that out so we can put it back. This has been quite the project. We said the bigger challenge is what's happening on the other side.
well, yeah, one project at a time.
Yeah, I know. That's a big old cat. Big old sailboat coming in. So, anyway, so that's about it for projects, I think, today.
Now I'm going to cut those other 2 hoses to length.
Okay.
So, and pre-install them. So the
Okay.
only thing I'll have to do is reconnect the vented loop once that is cleaned.
Okay. And then once that's done,
We're going to the
we're
pool.
going to go to the pool. So hopefully that won't take too long.
So our boat stinks.
It does stink.
It's nasty. We need
Yeah.
to sanitize that bathroom and
Yeah, well, not yet.
not yet, but it's nasty.
Yeah, we went out for lunch because I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can eat on the boat right now. The smell is not nice. And I think it'll probably take a little while. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. We might should leave the boat open.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, to get some airflow. Try and get rid of some of the stench. Alright, so we've replaced 2 hoses already.
Yes.
Working on the 3rd one.
Just lost something. Yeah. I got those from the Y valve to overboard. That's replaced. That's new. Then also the one going to the top. Right here, the top of the Y valve up to the vented loop. I got that one done. So the last one is this one that connects to the toilet and goes up to the other side of the vented loop.
Okay.
So I'm taking that one off now.
Oh, and so you're not doing anything with the hose that goes from the Y valve to the...
To the tank. That's
to the
the
tank.
40-foot hose that goes the whole length of the boat.
Okay.
That's the one that
We don't know what shape it's in, and we don't know how to change it.
that's a massive project. That may, yeah, I don't know. Getting it out is probably going to be difficult, but putting a new one back in, I don't know how that even happens yet because the space is very, very cramped.
Yeah.
So,
From what I've read on some of the posts on Caliber, you have to pull the floor out to do that. So a lot of money, a lot of time.
yeah, so we probably won't end up doing that.
Unless we
something
start having the same problem.
Yeah, so, unless something catastrophic happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me loosen this and take off this last hose. This is the one that connects directly to the toilet, so it may be
A mess.
gross. I'm expecting there to be, yeah, probably water sitting in the line here that's going to gush out all over me.
Okay.
So give me a couple minutes, let me loosen. All right, finally a win. Ooh, here comes a little bit. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
What's the inside look like? Same
It's,
thing?
yeah, but it's a little bit better. It's got a hole about that big.
Yeah. I can't see.
Yeah. The hole's probably about the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
Still clogged.
It's like a dime. Alright, so this one I got out.
Yep.
Pretty clogged.
Yeah, pretty clogged down there.
The other thing is
On both ends, same way, right?
this end of the toilet, that fitting, some light. That fitting that the hose connects to
completely clogged.
is also clogged. So now I need to take that fitting off and clean that out. So I've had this head apart before, so this whole section I've cleaned, but that elbow I have not. So I actually have a spare one of those, but I can clean it out. You know, just one step after the other. It's just snowballs.
Okay, so I think he's removed the elbow.
Just got the elbow off.
He was fighting with it quite a bit to get it off. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Every single thing, every piece on the boat involved with the plumbing is just full of
and then this
corrosion, calcium buildup.
this is the joker valve.
Looks like it's torn.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and a tear in it. On the side, right there at the top. I don't know if it matters, but yeah.
This is the toilet's on this side.
That's what opens to let everything through.
Yeah, so when you plunge it down, it forces it through,
Yeah.
and that hole opens up. So it pushes it that way, and then it closes again to keep it from coming back in.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a black backflow preventer. I'm pretty sure I have a spare one of these also, so I'll replace that as well. So this I'll go take out to the back deck. I'll dig all that out as much as I can and probably let it sit in the barnacle buster.
Yeah. I think it's all out. You should have gloves on.
I'm already covered with all that.
Yeah, but barnacle buster. I'm not worried about the calcium.
Looking pretty good. Now this is supposed to be an eco-friendly whatever, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay, well, eco-friendly and carcinogenic to your skin.
I'm not gonna drink it.
It's a nasty job, but it will be nice when it's done and we know it's clean, you know? This has been an all-day project for sure.
I said 2 hours, so that means 6.
Yeah, we started at about 10? About 10 o'clock this morning, because we went and dropped the tanks off at 9:15. Started at 10 and it's now like 2:30.
Yeah, but an hour of that we were eating that.
That's true, an hour of it we were gone. So 3.5 hours so far.
So halfway done.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
good as new.
Alright, so on a boat, everything is under and behind. So I'm looking for our spare parts for that joker valve, which I think is underneath our mattress or under our bed. Our mattress folds in half pretty easily. And then there's storage
Cubbies.
underneath.
Yeah, you've seen some of this because I think I've shown video before of us kind of stripping some of this stuff out, but the worst part is your sweaty body's laying all over our bed.
It's on the bottom side of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might be it. I think I actually see it too.
Here's our workstation / dining room table / desk. Yeah, let's just hope it's new though.
There should be.
Okay. Because that one I see on the right does not look new.
Yeah, this was the one I replaced in the front head.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like without all the calcium.
Yeah.
So toilet's on this side, the tank is on the other side, and when you pump it, it
Squeezes,
it forces it through here, and this is flexible, so it
compresses, and
all
opens.
the toilet paper and poops and everything go through there, and then it closes again, so it can't backflow back through the toilet. So this is an emergency spare. I think I'm going to put the new one. I think I got a new one. There it is. There's a whole rebuild kit with all the O-rings and everything, which I also need to do. Another one.
Got another one,
So I got
two of them.
Actually, I had 3 of them, and I probably robbed it out of one.
They come with the boat?
Yes. Yeah, so thank you again, former owner, Richard. This boat came with thousands of dollars worth of extra parts.
That we are quickly depleting.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so last hose that I'm replacing. Easiest way I found to measure hose, especially hose that's bent in a shape, is to use a string instead of a tape measure. Tape measures I found to be pretty difficult. All right, so that's how long I need to make my new hose.
It should be close to that length, right?
Well, I ordered more just in case.
Okay.
So it should have about a foot left over.
Oh, it's the short side, not the long side. It's right here.
The easiest way to cut this stuff is with a bread knife. This isn't the bread knife that we use for our food. It's just part of my toolbox.
Or at least it's not anymore.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, it cuts a lot easier when it's not filled with calcium.
And this also has a reinforcing steel. It's a stainless wire that wraps all the way around it. That helps
Hold it together.
Reinforce it. Where's my snips?
I don't know.
All right. There's that length of hose. And this stuff's expensive. This was, 8 foot length was $109.
Which I think is why Bob was saying, and Danny, that you could take it off and take it up there and beat it on the concrete to clean it out. Then you could have run some barnacle buster through it and probably reused what we replaced. But it was so full.
Yeah, the longer piece I may do that, just as to have a length of hose for whatever.
Yeah.
I know I have a spare of every size hose that runs for the engine, but because I try to keep all the stuff that'll stop us, in our tracks on board, and plumbing isn't necessarily one of those. So I don't think I have one of these.
Is it not?
Well, we have 2 heads. One breaks, we use the other. So that's our backup.
Yeah, I'm just worried that one's in the same kind of condition.
That's the
or
one.
Close.
I think that's the one. The forward head is the one I cleaned out. I still have to replace all the gaskets because as I was replacing the joker valve, I did realize that the head itself and all the inner workings of it have a lot of calcium in it too. So I'll pull that apart at a later date because I still have to replace all the gaskets and O-rings and all that stuff. But I just want to get this back head functioning again, and replace the hose. So that's a big enough project for one day.
Yeah.
And
all day.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get this installed, and then we'll have a functioning head.
Okay. Everything's installed and back together.
It's flushing.
Nothing's leaking.
I ain't seen leaks yet. No leaky.
Filling it back up with calcium. Seawater.
We just need to scrub and sanitize everything because this is just, I feel like I'm coated with urine.
Yeah.
Alright, successful project. It only took what, a day?
Yeah, I guess a day. Yesterday we started. Worked on it for what, a couple hours yesterday? And then 4 hours today. So
better than expected.
Yeah.
2 hours, which means 6 hours, and it only took 4 hours. So
yeah. So
good.
So we have a working head again, which is fantastic. And we know that the hoses are all clean and fresh, so we shouldn't have any residual odor once we get the just awful cleanup odor out.
Yeah,
So.
I still need to clean the head itself and put on new gaskets and all that stuff, so I'll do a thorough cleaning of the head at a later date. But all the plumbing to the head from the Y valve is all brand new and clean.
All
so
right.
That's great.
Yay!
Yay.